guys, welcome back to the channel. Banlist tier list. Wanted to do a legit, like, my thoughts. Goddamn, we're facing a lot of hard cards right now, and so let's just jump right into it. LOL, please bring back my baby. Anyway, first and foremost, the most important thing in the room, I think, in terms of what I think is gonna get hit, I think it's no-brainer. The thing I don't know is they're either gonna slap this thing on the wrist or if they're gonna just give it the tier limit treatment right out the gate. So, if they slap it on the wrist, we'll probably see something of this nature. Flameberg and Snake Eye will go to 1, right? But if I think what's gonna happen, I think we're gonna see them just do this out the gate and just force us to play the format we were playing before. Fire King with Diabell Star will probably be one of the top decks again. Now, if they want to screw that engine over too, all you gotta do is ban original. So I don't think they'll do that, but it's just a thought process. So I think they'll keep this, but I think they're gonna go ahead and hit it this time. I don't think they're just gonna slap it on the wrist. So I think we'll see something of this nature, something like this. But if you want to hit the deck, because the problem is Snake Eye, it's not the Fire King stuff, right? Let's be real. Kieran is not the problem. Like, it's just not. The problem is Ash. The problem is the extra decks that I think will ultimately get hit because of what we saw in Vegas. It's just a matter of when, in my opinion. It's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. So how harsh is Konami going to be? Well, in my opinion, this coming ban list, which I think we're going to see in the next week or so, it's probably going to be something of the nature of, like, we're going to go ahead and ban Ash, limit this. Let's just start out by limiting this, because a lot of people are going to just revolt back to Fire King, Diabell Star, and we'll go from there. I think they'll leave the rest of this for alone for right now, but it's just going to be a hurry up and wait and see. So, in my opinion, they're not going to hit Poplar. I think they're going to hit these things. And the only reason I say that, guys, is because they got to give it the tier limit treatment if they're going to hit the deck. Now, if they're just going to slap it on the wrist, that's a whole nother story. I think we will just see this. We'll just limit the two. Good luck. Then all you do is play 2 more original. Problem solved. You don't have to worry about this. We'll just go get this. So it's just that simple. We could very easily see them just slap the deck on the wrist, and these 2 will just be limited. Or we could very easily just see them say we're gonna nip it in the bud, and we made our money off of Age of Overload. So let's just go ahead and hit them. That's the only game that I'm playing with these guys. It's just not. It's like I said. It's something to do with these 2. It's just when and how hard. But I digress. I've been talking about this for like 5 minutes now, I think. So let's get on to other stuff that I could see getting hit. Definitely could see Floodgates getting hit more and more. I think what they do last list, they put them to 1. So let's say that as my overall thoughts. Please God, right now, don't hit this. As long as this deck is alive, do not hit Shifter, because it's the only thing that Rogue really can use to compete with. Super Volley could easily see it going to 1. Maybe not ban it. I know it didn't really have much life in Vegas, but like, which is beyond me. But could definitely see it being at 1. Dryden. You got Flame Swordsman, which is a Dryden that doubles an attack and can attack twice or something. Like, why can't Dryden come back? Fenrir was nowhere to be found. Yeah, I know Kashtira plays it, but who cares? I don't think they need to hit it right now. And Electromite. Give Pendulum players, if you're gonna have a tier 0 deck, give Pendulum players a chance. Same thing with Magic Spectre players and Pendulum players overall. Give them a chance, let them play. I think that these guys can duke it out. So let's say here, what is the likelihood of Konami hitting all these cards to 1? Not good, right? I think if they do an emergency ban list, that means something's gotta go. So if something's gonna have to go from this deck, I'm gonna piss a lot of people off, but I think I think Ash is the one that's gonna go. They're not gonna make Poplar go, and because if you get rid of Ash, you don't really need to get rid of Poplar anymore. Yeah, you have Oak, you have Birch, but like, you've lost the search effect. So I could easily see it being Ash, in my opinion. If they do an emergency ban list, which I think they will, hardcore, I think we're going to see that thing announced in the next 48 hours and effective for March 1st. I think that Ash goes, or Flameberg goes. That's the only thing I'm debating about. I'm still debating about it, as you guys can see in this video. I've been debating it in my head all day before I made this video, just like, what are they going to hit though? So that's what I could see going, which would leave this at 1, I think. And I could easily see Promethean going to 1. Nothing's really going to be semi-limited. I don't see him having any reason to do that. I don't think they're going to do away with the Wanted engine. And I don't think they're going to hit Wanted either, or Diabell Star, because that doesn't do away with the engine, if that makes sense. What does away with the engine is original. So, if this is the route they want to go, we can only just see these two, you know, in some fashion, or maybe even just like here and here. Like, hey, this goes to Banned, and Promethean goes to 1. You know, figure it out. If that happens, like I said, Fire King becomes the next step up. It was fun while it lasted. But yeah, I think that when you have the top players in the game all coming back home from Vegas and they're all saying themselves that this deck can't last because it's going to kill stores, appearance level in locals is going to just die off like Tier did, and nobody wants to come and play this for 2 or 3, 5, 4 times a week and play for 4 hours a day. I don't blame them. And I see the logic in just letting it go. So, definitely could see Ash getting banned, Flameberg. I could see all these cards going to 1 if they choose to address it. If it's just an emergency list and they're only focusing on Snake Eyes, then, like, I think we'll just see, just want to make it legit for you guys, sorry. I think we'll see this will be the 2 focus points. Definitely as a slap on the wrist, I could see him doing this easily. Just to see what happens. I mean, at which point, like I said earlier in the video, guys, I don't want to keep on repeating myself, but if they do this, you just play 2 of these and 1 of these, and the Wanted engine becomes the next primary hit on the next ban list, you know? So, that's my thought process on it, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please be kind and respectful. But yeah, no real wrong way to think about it right now in terms of what is the actual problem. In my personal belief, Snake Eyes is the issue. It's not the actual Fire King stuff. I think Fire King is kind of like, it's like the tennies to the Sword Soul engine. I'm only saying that because I'm a Sword Soul player. I think that Fire King just brings that extra oomph to the deck. but it's not the actual primary soul of the deck. So these guys are the issue. These guys are the power crept, insane, just overbearing right now. So, and this is the main front and centered problem child for the card. It's not Bonfire, it's not Wanted, it's not anything like that. It's this guy. So I don't know why people are saying that it's not Ash, because Ash is the whole entire reason that they go off. Without Ash, what do? Normal summon Poplar? Like, just remember that. So Ash is the problem. Which is, do we want to slap it on the wrist or do we want to hit it? So that's my thought process. Again, be kind, be respectful. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.